Good evening. Welcome to the East Brunswick Township Council Agenda Action Meetings for September 9, 2019. Please, everyone rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and let's have a moment of silence for the victims of 9/11. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a seat. Ms. Perry, can you please call the roll?
Councilman McAvoy.
Here.
Councilman Spadafino.
Here.
Councilwoman Sullivan.
Here.
Councilman Windell.
Here.
Council President Stanley.
Here.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required under Chapter 231, Public Laws, 1975, specifying the time, date, location, and to the extent known, the agenda, by posting a copy on the Municipal Building Public Notice Bulletin Board located in the main lobby, providing a copy to the Home News Tribune and Sentinel newspapers, posting a copy on the Township's website, and by filing a copy in the office of the Township Clerk in accordance with the certification which will be entered in the minutes.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. Tonight, we're going to start off the council meeting with a presentation from our Director of Department of Aging, Danielle McCall. Can you please come to the podium?
Sure. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for the invitation to be here tonight to tell you a little bit about the Department on Aging and what we've been up to. It's hard to believe that it's already been over a year and a half since I assumed the role of director for the department. So I just want to say thank you again to the council and administration for the opportunity. Since my arrival to the Department on Aging, we've seen a couple of retirements, as we have a number of them within the township. So that really afforded me the opportunity to take a closer look at the staffing, and with administration support, we were able to reorganize the department, which actually afforded us the opportunity to save about $10,000 in salaries. So that's one of the first things that I want to talk about. Also, we are in our 44th year of providing services here in East Brunswick Township, and our mission is to support older adults and their families by providing them with activities and programs that, of course, support independence and quality of life. And so that's ultimately what we are there to do. An overview of some of our statistics. So far in 2019, as of August 31st, we have seen nearly 200 new members join the center, with an average of over 170 participants per day. And that does not include those individuals that are coming in for individual counseling or support services. So again, that's been a significant increase for us. And interestingly enough, it's been over 27% increase in our new members ages 65 to 79. We have over 1,500 social service contacts so far in 2019, and that does not include our support group numbers. Our East Brunswick Home Delivered Meals program is at an all-time high. We have over 50 participants and recipients homebound that are receiving those home delivered meals. As a matter of fact, our assistant director, who is also our meals coordinator, had to add a fourth route because we've had so many individuals enrolled in this program. Our transportation services has seen a significant increase this year as well. So far, we have provided nearly 9,500 rides to and from the center and to local grocery stores and restaurants. And we also have continued subsidized medical transportation services through a local car service for members that need doctor's appointments here within East Brunswick Township. Additional cost savings have been made with expansion of our grants. One of the grants that we've received in the past year is through New Jersey Transit. We were the recipients of a new bus, 18 passenger, 16 ambulatory, 2 wheelchair. I reapplied for some Middlesex County area plan contract grants through the Middlesex County Office of Aging and Disabled Services. So we saw an increase in expansion of our outreach grant, which enables us to go out into the community to provide services and to help people get enrolled in programs that they may not even know that they're eligible for, and to be able to do emergency home visits and such. I also applied for a new education grant, again through the Middlesex County Office of Aging and Disabled Services Area Plan Contract. So that grant it allowed us to purchase some new equipment. So we were able to get a new laptop, a new projector, a screen, and then also have some funds available to hire some outside speakers to come in to provide high-level educational programs for our participants. So those have been wonderful opportunities for us. We have also expanded our community partnerships. Without businesses and, again, local community partners, we would not be able to do what we do. We have, with their support, we've saved over $10,000 by getting things donated to us like new smart TVs, having special events provided for us. They have been wonderful, and I can't thank those individuals enough and those businesses enough for that partnership. We have also enhanced some of our staff training. So this past year, all of our full-time staff were recertified in CPR, first aid, and AED training. Our assistant director, Judy Ryan, is enrolled in the gerontology certificate program at Rutgers University. And our counselor, Marisol, just completed the SHIP Medicare counseling course and successfully passed our exam. So now we have 2 certified Medicare counselors on staff, and it couldn't come at a better time because open enrollment begins October 15th through December 7th. So we are thrilled about that. We also have seen an expansion of our diverse offering of activities. When I first arrived, it seemed like we were very physical fitness focused, which is I think that's also important, and we have not cut any of those programs, but what we've done is really enhanced other social, emotional, spiritual, cognitive-based programs. So some of the things that you might be interested in what we're doing, we've started a drumming circle. We've had Himalayan singing bowls. We've introduced the Feldenkrais method to our members. Our program coordinator has started a new members group, which is a wonderful opportunity for new members that join to have the time to ask questions. There's a lot that goes on, how to register for different types of activities and programs. And it also makes people feel more comfortable, and we can introduce them to some people. So that's been a nice addition. Our new counselor, has added to the array of different support groups that we're offering. A couple of those examples are a new survivors group, which is for our senior participants that are a survivor of any type of illness. So it could be cancer, diabetes, arthritis, anything like that. We also, she added a salsa therapy group, which combines the salsa dance with some of the strategies of counseling to enhance things like physical endurance, balance, but also social skills, self-esteem. So really some unique programs, and she also just recently started a stress management group. So there's definitely been a very big expansion on innovation in programming, which I think speaks to why we've seen an increase in our numbers, especially some of our younger, older adults, because as you know, we provide services for those 60 and over, and 60 is quite young. So we need to make it more attractive and exciting. I also wanted to mention too, Trudy Atkins is here tonight, and I just wanted to thank the Board of Education because we have simply done a great job of expanding our intergenerational programs. One of the great projects that we had this year with Central School is a Grand Friends project, where the second graders adopted us as their community project for the year. So we did pen pal writing. They made crafts and cards throughout the year. And I also went to the school to read and to talk to the kids about what aging is, to try to defy some of these, stigmas that are out there also about ageism. And their field trip was to the center. So our program coordinator set up stations throughout the center. They had lunch with the seniors, and then they participated in different activities. We also did a lot more with the library. So this summer, again, our program coordinator worked with the library and had the teens come over, and we had teen versus senior tournaments. They were quite intense. They were a lot of fun, but they were quite intense. And they also came over to provide some tech assistance to our seniors, and so we're doing a lot more, and we look forward to that continued relationship. So again, I thank you all for your continued support, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions? Councilman McAvoy?
No, it's not that I have a question, it's that my pen never stops, and it's a credit to you and your staff that we've seen an increase in educational programs, grant writing skills, the continuing education of our seniors, cognitive skill. That's really exciting. And as you just wrapped up with your saying, you wrapped up by saying that the expansion of the programs that you're offering definitely has had an impact on the number of people who are coming into the program, who are realizing what you're doing. And the Board of Education and library engagement, that's exciting as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I also want to say thank you to the Department of Recreation. We've really collaborated and worked well together with them too. And again, we look forward to continuing to combine our services, and I'm very happy to be part of such a tremendous team. I can't thank the staff enough over there. You will not meet another group of dedicated professionals who are 100% invested in serving older adults, and it's my honor and privilege to lead such a fantastic team.
Thank you, Director. Thank you very much. Before you leave, can you just for the...
Thank you.
Before you leave, just for the record, can you just let everyone know where it's located in case, they want to get in touch, and how they can get in touch with the center?
Sure. So our Department on Aging, obviously the focal point is the Senior Center, which is located right next door to the library at 3 Civic Center Drive. Our hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., so anyone can stop down and fill out an application. You just need to be, of course, the age of 60 or older and be a current resident of East Brunswick Township, and registration is completely free. And we would love to have you join us. And even if you don't want to become a member, please give us a call or take a look at the website and see some of the services that we're able to provide, because we've been saying for a long time we're the community's best kept secret. And we provide free case management, obviously Medicare counseling. We are able to do outreach services. So there's a lot more than just what you see happening at the Senior Center. So feel free to reach out to any one of us, and we'd be happy to help.
Great. Thank you so much.
President, I'd just like to say Danielle has done a lot in 18 months she's been here. She's been a real true team player. As you know, we probably have the best department heads around. And she's a pleasure to work with, and I applaud her and her staff. When we were going through the reorganization of the department, she thought about what impacts it would be on programs and services, and there wasn't any. And she made sure that, very conscious that our seniors are well taken care of, and I really appreciate that Danielle joined our team and just works wonderfully with the other departments.
Thank you.
Thank
Mayor?
you.
And just to echo that, it's critical to all of us that we make East Brunswick the type of community that is open and has opportunities for everybody in every age group, including those who want to age and stay here in East Brunswick. We're not looking to force anybody to leave. We might want more people to come in, but we don't want anybody to leave. And that means you got to provide opportunities. And so happy to hear that you're doing that, and you're doing that in combination with so many other great departments here in the town. Department of Parks and Rec putting in pickleball courts that clearly was initiated by people who were seniors, but now everybody uses them. The library that provides continuous services to all age groups, but works specifically with seniors to make sure there's opportunities for them. The schools providing intergenerational programs that just because you're older, you still have life experience that provides a great opportunity for education to younger kids. So it is, you're part of this town, and we don't ever want our seniors to feel that they're isolated. They are vital, important contributors to the entire network that defines East Brunswick, and I can't thank you enough for your contribution.
Thank you very much. Like I said, it's an honor because it's the fastest growing demographic, and like I said, my staff and I have devoted everything, our lives, my entire life, to working with older adults. So we will continue to do what we can to serve those 60 and over and their families in this community.
I do have one question. I registered a few years ago. Do seniors have to re-register yearly, or once you're registered as long as you live here?
No, you are registered only once.
Good, because I can never remember when to
But did you get your new membership card so you can scan in and out, because we've gone paperless to...
No, I do not have my new
Okay, well,
card.
you'll have to stop over it. We have scanned cards. We don't take attendance anymore. We have gone paperless, and we are utilizing as much technology as possible to continue with that Go Green initiative as well.
Fantastic.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you so much.
I'm a card-carrying member.
You are? You are
No,
not.
no. Councilman Spadafino used to pull his card out of his pocket and say,
Ms. Perry, make sure you send them an email, remind them that.
I
To stop
will remind you.
Thank you.
I'm going to go join too.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Moving on, we have a presentation of our 2018 audit by Mr. Scott Cleland from Wiss & Company.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight to give you a high-level overview of the results of the 2018 audit. Before I get started, I want to thank Angel and Michelle and all the staff for helping us get through the process. This was my first year after being in a different, not here for a couple of years. We came back in. So the first year is always a lot more work. We look at all your control systems. We look at all your major controls in place, and we ask for a lot of information. I just want to thank them again for being very cooperative, handling our requests and concerns, and helping us get through that process. Normally, we would like to get this audit done by June 30th, which is the deadline, but due to state delays this year, there was information that was not provided to us, so you are in line with the revised deadline, which was the end of August, but we hope the state gets the information to us more timely so we can get these audits done and out by June 30th to meet the regular deadline. Overall, the opinion on the financial statements is an unmodified opinion, which is a clean opinion, highest level opinion that can be placed on the financial statements. Basically means that the information that was provided to us substantiated the amounts that are reported in your financial statements and were properly documented and information maintained to support the numbers. I also want to recognize the fact that you have a lot of utilities. Your report and your audit is probably one of the largest audits we do from the perspective of the number of utilities. Most utilities have maybe one or two. I think you have 5 or 6 of them. And all of those are self-liquidating. So they are generating revenues that exceed your expenditures, which is really what you look for. So overall, your township is in very, very good financial position. Your current fund balance increased during the year, so you're in better financial position than you were last year from that perspective. And again, all your utility funds were able to generate revenues in excess of expenses during the year and are in pretty good financial position. In part of our testing of your controls, we identified a couple of items that are on your corrective action plan that's before you tonight. And instead of going through each one, I would be more than happy to answer any questions you may have on them and any other questions you have regarding the audit. I believe you have a hard copy, and again, I don't want to get too in-depth with the numbers, but I'd like to wrap it up and give you the opportunity to ask any questions you may have.
Anyone have any questions? No? Councilman McElroy?
Yes, Mr. Cleland, thank you for coming out this evening. With regard to the corrective action plan, would you say what you found is typical in other municipalities?
I would say they're very similar comments yet.
Right.
Yes, and there's 3 levels of comments. There's material weaknesses, which are extreme. They're not those. Then there's significant deficiencies, which are significant but not a material weakness. And then there's other matters. These are all falling under that other matter category that are simple things to fix and can be resolved very, very quickly. And they are very consistent with other communities.
So therefore, there were no serious red flags that went up?
Correct.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else?
Mr. McClellan, I remember you were here a number of years ago when Whiston Company was doing our audit. And we've seen over the years, time and time again, through every audit, there's always recommendations. I'm happy to hear that our fund balance is increasing. I think that's tremendous, and gives the mayor a lot of flexibility next year going into the budget season. You know, the number of utilities we have and the fact that they are all self-liquidating is tremendous, and none of them are in jeopardy at this point of being in a position where they're underfunded, which is good for all of those utilities. That's our water utility, our parking utility, our swimming pool utility, and so on. I just appreciate you coming out here and give us an overview of this. I appreciate all the Angels' time and effort that goes into this as well, supporting you and your audit functions. So thank you for all the time you put in, and thank you for the report.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Any questions? Seeing none? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Moving on to the public hearing, may I get a motion for the following ordinance 19-24, amending Chapter 209, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 43, Schedule 4, no stopping or standing of the code of the Township of East Brunswick.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Councilman Wendell,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Sullivan. Going to open to the public for discussion on this ordinance and this ordinance only. Seeing none, and close the public portion. Ms. Perry, can you please call the roll?
Councilman McAvoy.
Yes.
Councilman Spadafino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sullivan.
Yes.
Councilman Wendell.
Yes.
Council President Stanley.
Yes. Moving on to the report section of our meeting tonight. Our Mayor Cohen, what do you have to say tonight?
Couple things. Thank you, Council President. First, I just want to thank Angel, and I'd like to thank Michelle from our Finance Department. I know that a lot of us look at this big audit, and it just looks like a bunch of numbers, and it's kind of dry, although I went to business school, so it's not really that dry to me. But in any event, but it is a lot of work that goes into it. It's disruptive often to the day because you got to get work for the auditors while we're still trying to handle all the needs of the township. And at the end of the day, year after year, we come out with these great reports, and that cannot happen by accident. So I think that the entire Finance and Accounting Department deserves a lot of credit for getting us to that point, and they should be publicly recognized for that. Second, as most of you know, 2 days from now will be 9/11, and what the town has traditionally done in the past to commemorate that tragic day was on every couple of years, every 5 years, we would have a remembrance over at the Memorial Park alongside the municipal complex. But I think that because it's not a 5-10 year one of those marks, I don't think we should do nothing. I hate using double negatives, but the point is we are right now in the process of putting together a small service. We will put that out on the TAP, and we'll put that on our social media and our website. But we will have at 7 o'clock, 7:30 on 9/11 a memorial service at the Monument Park by the municipal complex, commemorating and some small words to commemorate that unfortunate negative part of our history. East Brunswick Day, on a lighter note, 22nd of September, that's a Sunday from 12 to 5 at the Community Arts Center. It's highlighting all of the businesses and organizations here in East Brunswick. It's grown exponentially every year, so hopefully with a little luck of good weather, we will have another great day, and hopefully even more people come out. You are all welcome. Please pass that out and remind people. And then my last reminder is the Mayor's Gala, which is scheduled for October 2nd. That's a Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock over at the Park Chateau. The purpose is to raise funds for East Brunswick charities, And we will be recognizing individuals, organizations, and businesses in East Brunswick who have volunteered throughout the years and contributed to the township. So hoping to see many of you there. You can go on the township website or call our office in regards to ticket information for that. But I'm hoping to see everybody out there. It is not a political function. So let's just all have a good time. We'll save the politics to next year. But with that said, that's my report for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. From our town administrator?
Nothing this evening.
From our
Nothing.
town clerk? From our town clerk?
No report.
Nothing? Anybody from council, any committee or meetings?
Nothing.
Councilwoman?
I just want to piggyback on what Brad said on the, for East Brunswick Day, the youth councils also, make sure you go in the back part of it. The youth council is having a silent auction, and that helps them raise their monies. And there's a lot of different kinds of fun things as well as great restaurants. So make sure you visit in the back and bring your check.
Thank you. Seeing no other reports, we're going to move on now to our public portion. If anyone from the public wishes to speak, please come up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and make all your comments to the chair. Anyone from the public wishing to speak? Ms. Connie, please come up.
I almost hit a lady coming here. They walk in dark clothes, not on a walkway in the middle of the street. I don't know if they think they're going to get lucky and own the house. They really should be careful. People wear dark clothes and cross in the middle of the street all over. Anyway, my name is Constance Belitsky, and I came to you.
Can we have your address, please, for the record?
Oh, God.
Please.
Then everybody's going to be there. 177 Summerhill Road. You can't come by me. My dog hates everybody. I wonder where he learned that. On Lonzac Lane, there's a cemetery where the open space is. And it's the Obert Cemetery. And it's on lot 88.7. And the open space is 3.45 acres. And I think the town is stuck with that. And it should be cleaned up. There's young trees that are real tall, and they're falling over, and somebody's gonna get hurt. And I don't wanna make expense, but I'm not doing it. And the Oberts owned the farm before my grandfather bought it. And they burned alive in their house where the jug handle is to Penny's, because there was no fire department, there was no ambulance, and the curtains caught on fire, and my mother said there was just, well, it was not a pretty scene. So if you can get somebody to clean that up.
Did you have the block number, Connie?
I got everything.
I got lot 88.7.
Yeah.
can
It's
look it
number 19.
Perfect.
I didn't have to bother my lawyer
Good.
because he has all the records, but he has records from here to hell and back, and it would cost money. No, he's good. He does things for me.
I'll look into it, Connie.
What?
I'll look into it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
In fact, I could give this, I'll give it to you later.
Perfect.
I don't want to get in the picture too much.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, I'm closing the public portion. Moving on to the consent agenda. Is there anything on the consent agenda that needs to be separated? Seeing none, can I get a motion for the following items A through K?
Motion approved.
Motion by Councilman Wendell, second by Councilman Spadafino. Ms. Perry, can you please call the roll?
Councilman McAvoy.
Yes.
Councilman Spadafino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sullivan.
Yes.
Councilman Windell.
Yes.
Council President Stanley.
Yes. Moving on to an ordinance requiring a public hearing date, September 23rd, 2019. Can I get a motion for the following ordinance, 19-25, amending Chapter 228 zoning of the Township of East Brunswick, electric vehicle charging stations?
Motion approved.
Motion by Councilman Wendell, second by Councilman Spadafino. Ms. Perry, please call the roll.
Councilman McAvoy.
Yes.
Councilman Spadafino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sullivan.
Yes.
Councilman Windell.
Yes.
Council President Stanley.
Yes. There's no new business for tonight. Moving on, is there anything for the good of the cause from anyone on the council? Seeing none, I make a motion.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session.
Motion by second by Councilman McAvoy.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
We'll close.
We're
Formative session.
Okay.
Thank you.